My program is focused on using the young piglet as a model for the human infant in nutrition and digestive physiology. As you know, I'm a professor in the Department of Animal Science, so I'm an agriculturalist, and I am interested in the piglet for the sake of the piglet also. That's actually part of, my first love, so to speak. Using the piglet as a model comes about in part because of the demand on me to fund my research. What I've observed change in the last 20 years of me doing this job is a much more emphasis on my ability as a principal investigator to seek extramural support to fund my program. I have sort of this dyad, piglet research to help advance agriculture, and if that knowledge is also beneficial for human babies, that's an added benefit. So I have this duality between agriculture and biomedical research. But the other element that fits very much within the calling of the land-grant institution that you see running vertically here is this continuum between basic science research. The bookworm here represents basic science. These are the deeper questions that are facing science. And then there's a continuum on up through here. The industry here, represents the marketplace. Woven into the DNA of a land-grant university is this continuum. It's science with a purpose. It's not just science for the sake of the science, but we're looking for application in the real world. My real desire is to advance, production agriculture and its sustainability. If pork production is not profitable, the industry is not going to survive. If you look at the economics of the problems of neonatal morbidity and mortality, you might be surprised to know that the U.S. ranks 28th among industrialized countries in infant mortality. The cost of rearing preemie infants, those that are born premature, approximates $18 billion a year. Huge economic demand. I think of the emotional challenges that families face under those circumstances. It's tough. Anyway, so part of my research, again, the human health dimension is focused on problems that those infants face. Okay, the agricultural side for production agriculture, pre-weaning piglet mortality ranges widely from 5 to as high as 30% of live births, and that costs the pig industry about $2 billion a year, that lost productivity. Okay, so when you talk about sustainability, these don't help the bottom line, right? We need to focus on problems like this to provide solutions to pork producers and even to our healthcare specialists to allow them to care for these neonates in a cost-effective way. The challenge of communication, of agricultural communication, is becoming so important because we can't assume that people understand where their food comes from and the stewardship that's resident in those who produce it. They have to be shown that, and they have to be educated on how we use data, we use science to ask these questions, and again, to be good stewards. It's driven by research, and again, that's what the university provides. That's why I'm here.